I am Mehmet Emre Oğlakcı, and today we are going to talk about chatbots in distance education. Before starting, as we all accepted and know, there is some kind of challenges in distance education. As you can see the imitation from the iceberg, there is some kind of categorization in here, such as visible issues of distance education, immediate fractions, hidden causes, deep solutions, and etc. And I will offer a productive and new solution for these problems of distance education, such as chatbots. First of all, let's talk about chatbots. What is a chatbot, right? A chatbot is an AI-powered solution, AI-powered systems that can provide some specified tasks, such as they can provide instant support and information. In distance education, we can face the problems of instancity. What is that? For example, think about America, the United States. There are 2 or 3 different time zones in America. And while you are in the evening, somebody far from you can be in the morning, right? That is a problematic part of the distance education. So, this is our also key benefit one. What is that? 24/7 instant support. Students can also feel alone in distance education. Why is that? Because they need an answer for their question, but sometimes they can take 2 or 3 days because of some specified conditions in distance education. However, if we use chatbots in distance education, they can provide us 24/7 instant response support. As you can see, I give the example, there can be at different time zones, or study during non-traditional hours, right? Or need immediate answers to urgent questions. Yeah, that can be. So while using chatbots, students can reach their answers immediately, and that is a very crucial thing in distance education. Another thing is reducing instructor administrative burden. What is that? I'm saying that, I mean, this is a win-win situation. From the perspective of the student, they can reach their answers, they can reach what they need immediately. And also, the instructors or the teachers do not have to respond all of the emails or the questions coming from students again and again. For example, what are the deadlines for assignments? There can be a lot of students who are asking this question to the teacher. So teacher can get rid of all of these questions by just using a chatbot in their class. There is also some examples of the questions. So as I said, there can be a practical application of the chatbots. What can be done? Course-specific tutors as chatbots. These chatbots can be tailored to act as course-specific tutors. They can provide answers, questions about a specific textbook chapter. So teachers do not have to answer all of the questions, relatively unnecessary. And also students can reach all of the answers they need. And also maybe there can be a chatbot in general university support. They can act as student centers in the universities. They can answer the questions of how do I apply for financial aid? We don't need a human to answer these questions if we use a chatbot. But however, there is some kind of limitations of chatbots in distance education. What are they? So as we know, the chatbots are AI power things. So they cannot handle emotional or complex issues as good as humans, or risk of incorrect information. If not properly trained or updated, a chatbot can cause very crucial damage on students' learning process or the university's formal processes. And also third is similar to the first one, lack of human empathy. What is that? While efficient, chatbots cannot replicate the human connection and emotional support that instructors or advisors provide. So they cannot be a teacher who are friendly with you as good as the teacher does. While closing to the conclusion, let's talk about the future of the chatbots in education. Firstly, we can think about a chatbots with deeper AI integration can do a lot of things, right? And also maybe voice-enabled chatbots can maybe closer to the humanizable chatbots. And maybe a personalized learning paths can be trained in the chatbot so the uh, student can feel this privacy, right? In conclusion, chatbots as a transformative tool, they can enhance 24/7 support and addressing student isolation and delayed response. They can reduce burden of the instructors and teachers. And there can be lots of kind of applications of chatbots in educational areas. And there is a huge potential in the future of the chatbots. Chatbots are not just a tool, they are a transformative force shaping the future of distance education, making learning more accessible, efficient, and engaging for all. And as I said, this is a win-win situation. Thank you for listening to me.